Viewers, and welcome back to For Final Maths class. Today we are going to look at the simple way to find the factors of a quadratic equation with coefficient of x squared being the highest degree in the variables of the quadratic equation greater than 1. Okay, so normally when the quadratic equation is given to you, the coefficient of the x squared is somehow or sometimes 1, which is very easy to solve when we are looking for the factors. But in some cases, the coefficients are greater than 1. Now we are going to look at the simple way or how to find the factors if the coefficient of the x squared is more than 1. Now without wasting much time, let's begin with the solution of the first question, which is what? 3x squared minus x minus what? 2. All right. Now the first thing that you have to do is to, we have our a value, which is 3, and then b, which is what? -1, and c is what? -2. All right. When we compare this with the general equation of a quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so when we compare the equation given with the general equation of a quadratic, so when we compare them, we have a to be 3, b to be -1, and then c to be what? -2. Now the first thing that you have to do is to open up a bracket and then write the variable given to you in the equation. In this case, we have what? X. All right. Now the next thing is to multiply AC. Okay, AC. So AC will be what? 3 times -2, which is -6. All right. So when we have -6, now we have to look for two factors of -6, if we add, we will have -1, which is the coefficient of x. And then when you multiply that, you have what? The 6 that we had. Now looking at the factors of -6, which will give out those values, will be -3 and 2. All right. It will be -3 and 2. Now let's see if our answer will be correct. When you multiply -3 and 2, we will have -6, correct? When you add -3 plus 2, we will have -1. So the factor that we are looking for will be what? -3 and 2. Now the -3 and 2, you have to insert them into this bracket that you've opened. So we have -3, then you close bracket, you open another one, x, then what? Plus 2. Now having done this, the next step is to divide the constant in the brackets, okay, those without the variable, with the degree that was given to the degree or the coefficient of x squared in the original question. In this case, we have 3/3 here. This is what I mean. We have over 3 here. This one 2/3. All right. So now over 3, we will be having our answer to be x minus 1. Another bracket, then what? 3x. When you multiply this one through by the 3, you have what? 3x plus 2. And this will give you the factors of the quadratic equation, 3x squared minus x minus 2. So first thing that you have to do is to know the values when you compare the original quadratic equation with the one given to you in the question. You compare them, then you know your a, b, and c. The next step is to multiply a and c. All right, a and c, which will be giving you -3, which will give you 3 by what? -2, and the answer will be -6. Then you look for factors of -6, which when you add, you have the coefficient of x in the original equation. And then when you multiply, you have the 6 that you have here. So the factors will be -3 and what? +2. All right. So now you open up a bracket, you write x minus the first number or the second number, whichever that you choose. You end up getting the same answer. You write it. So x will be x minus 3. Then you open another bracket, you write your x plus the second number, which is 2. So after writing them in the bracket, then you divide the constants, all right, by the coefficient of the x squared from the original equation, which in this case is 3. So over 3 here, over 3 here. Then you multiply here by what? By 3. You have what? 3x plus. So these are the factors. But if you are asked to find the zeros, okay, in this case, it's not equated to 0, so these are the factors. But if it were to be equated to 0, you equate these two to 0, then you solve for x. All right. Now, without wasting much time, let's move on to the second question. Okay. So that one too. The first thing that you have to know, our a is equal to 2, b is equal to 7, and c equal to 6. Now we multiply A by C. we have what? A by C, you get 2 times 6, which will be having what? 12. Now we look for 2 factors of 12, which if we add, we'll be getting 7. But when you multiply, we'll get 12, okay? In this case, I think 3 and 4 will work out for us. Let's see. 3 times 4, we'll have 12, right? Now 3 plus 4, we'll get our 7. Now you open up a bracket, you write the variable, which is x. Now plus one of the numbers. I'll take 3 first. You open up another bracket, you write your x plus the second number, which is 4. So having done this, then you divide the constant by the coefficient of x squared in the original question. So in this case, this is what you'll be having. So with this one, you multiply through by 2. So we have x, 2x plus 3, all right? And here 2x, 4, 2 can go into 4, so we can divide and get what? Your answer to be what? 2. So this is the simple way of finding the factors of a quadratic equation with the coefficient of the highest degree, which is the x squared more than 1. So this will be the end of today's section. If you are new to my page, make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you subscribe and share for the benefit of others. And don't forget to have a nice day. Bye bye.